a different configuration. Again, the ability to interact upon a model. Now, all of these tools that you see on the side are inherent to the file, so we're not changing the files. You load the model, and whether it has animations or explosions or different states, that automatically loads. Meta close. Now, let's take a look at what our early beta customers intend to do with this application. So, here's an example from our good friends at Stanley Black & Decker. As you may know, Stanley Black & Decker not only does consumer tools, but they do industrial equipment. So this right here is a railroad maintenance piece of equipment, and they're looking to use the Meta Viewer for sales presentations. This is a very expensive and large piece of equipment that is difficult to travel with or show customers, so they resort to schematics and slides to actually show it to customers. Now, with my tool set on the side here, I can apply a one-to-one scale and actually enable a salesperson to take this in the field where it belongs and show it, and they expect a much higher sales conversion and lower cost of sales because of this technology. Meta close. Another very exciting use case is design review. So this is from an up-and-coming company, Soundrunner. They build a musical metronome that's a wearable, and this is a truly global company where their team is distributed between Hong Kong, Tokyo, Berlin, and Utah. And with the Meta Viewer, they're able to accelerate design reviews in real time and be much more efficient and competitive in their time to market and cost of product development. Equally important, their CEO is not a CAD user, and he would struggle when he had a new design from his engineering team, but now he can automatically load it and see what the iteration is. Meta close. Meta close. Now, the most important feature of this application is the fact that all of these models loaded in here are plug and play. So it doesn't require a design engineer to export a CAD file, import it, polish it, and prepare it for an AR experience. This allows anybody in the office space to actually import their models multiple times a day, support all the general standard 3D model formats like GLTF, as well as any 3D web content platform. So for example, here I'm looking at a Sketchfab integration where this is connected live to the web, and I can browse and look for a model. And once I have a model, I load it up in the app. As you see, it's loading, so straight from the web. And with a simple swipe, the model gets imported into the Meta Viewer, and again starts sharing ideas. It doesn't have to be always rooted in CAD. And again, in volumetric, yes, this is amazing. All right, volumetric 3D models that we can load in a second and start sharing our stories. Meta close. Meta close. I think it's my accent. All right. Well, with that, I'm excited to announce that this application today is available to everybody as a public beta. And I'm excited to see what everybody in the room here will be able to use this in terms of sharing your ideas and telling your stories. But I feel like we're one step short, because I had a lot of fun. I was walking around holograms, I was playing with them in 3D, fully volumetric, fully immersive, but everybody here in the audience got to consume it through a 2D screen. The power comes when we're both, or multiple people, are able to share the same experience conversation. So with that, I would like to invite my good friend Nate, who heads our platform development at Meta.
Thanks, Joe. So, I'm really excited to be here and share with you guys a little bit about what we're doing at Meta to make it possible for us to share an experience with multiple people. So, at Meta, we really care a lot about the design review process because we do both hardware and software. And when we need to present ideas to our executive team, well, let me show you how we do it. So, Joe, So, on the left side, you should be able to see my perspective of the Meta viewer, and the right you'll be seeing Joe's perspective. So now, when we want to show ideas to the executive team, we use our Meta headset. So let's talk a little bit about the Meta 2. Joe, you want to pull it out?
Yep, I have my Meta headset open.
So, as you can see, we each have our own perspective of the Meta 2. But this is kind of a very individualized view. So let's pull out the Nike shoe. Sorry, let's pull out. So, we are having here a bit of a problem, but what we wanted to show you guys was collaboration in the Meta headset, but it seems like we're having a technical problem. So, we will describe it a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, so obviously the value is in collaboration. This is the first time we're showing the beta application, and we're prepared to show that at our booth. So I invite everyone to come, and we can have these demonstrations. But the power is where one or two people are able to share the same experience, whether it is co-located 10 feet from each other or 10,000 feet away from each other, and be able to have the same experience you would as if you had the physical product or the physical model in the real world. That enables us to be able to share experiences and no longer describe these experiences, but be able to use this technology to deliver experiences from one person to another